The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy UAG back with another one. Wanted to say a moment of silence for the people. 9/11 gone but not forgotten. With that being said, man, let's get on to the show. We got my man MGK in the building. What's up, my guy?
What happening? What is? What it? What it ain't? What it go be? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Man, it's 9/11. Now, you remember what you were doing when that happened, man?
I know exactly what I was doing. I was asleep. No, I mean, I'm not being funny. I was working nights. I was working in law enforcement at the time, and I was working nights, and I was working overnight. I had just got off a shift at like 6 a.m, and I went to sleep, and my cousin called, and he was like, "Dude." He was like, "Man, we are under attack." And I was like, "Bro, like, what do you even mean? Like, I don't understand what you're saying. Like, what are you talking about? Like, stop playing, right?" He's like, "Nah, man." He's like, "Red Dawn." Like, he was like, because that was one of our movies and shit, man. We was growing up. He's like, "Dude, we are under attack." And I was like, and I turned. He's like, "Turn on your TV." I turned on my TV, man, and I was watching them, man, and I think we had one plane or something hit, and then like they was like showing the rest of it, and you could see it, like people was like live. I was like, what the hell is going on? I remember exactly where I was, bro.
Man, that is, I don't remember like everything on certain days, but that particular day, I remember it so vividly, like it was yesterday, man. I remember, sitting down watching television, and I thought they were showing a video of what happened in the past, not present, until that second plane hit. That's when I know it was real.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. I wasn't living in New York at the time because I just was, that was during my college years. And I just remember calling my dad and trying to get a hold of him, and I didn't get a hold of him until like later that night.
Yeah, it's crazy because actually it's funny. Buddha might be watching. She knows I got a friend, a female friend that I was really cool with at the time, and she worked down there by the buildings, man. And she's from Brooklyn, and she was working down there. And like we had just got through talking like a day or so before, right? And it was like really throwing me off, man, because I couldn't get in touch with her. And she just tell me just like she wasn't down there today. Like usually she would be down there in the building. Like her mom worked in the building and everything. It was crazy.
Man, that's crazy. So I just wanted us to have a little bit of moment and remember what happened there. And if you have family there, man, whatever. But we're gonna move on to things that cheer us up at this time. But you know how we have to start the show. I don't have any adult beverages today. I just have me a Diet Pepsi, man.
You suck.
What you got?
So I got some. What's that? Cayman Jack. I bought like a 12 pack of these things, but this is Cuban Mojito.
Oh, you got official tissue. That sounds pretty damn good. Now you make me jealous.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you, for everybody, I don't know what y'all do, man. They got like I'm just on the Humbug at Walmart. They had like a variety pack of these things, the Cayman Jacks. And dude, I haven't had one yet that wasn't banging. They got a Paloma in here, boy. Remember I had the Paloma last time? That thing was like for real. It was good. It tastes like real juice and everything.
Yo, that's crazy. If that's true, Bill, damn, that's crazy.
Well, he said just came out of the path, walking through Tower 2. Wow, yeah, that's what's up.
That would be crazy, man.
Glad you made it out. Hey, I'm gonna go silent for a minute. My my other PC is going stupid. I think both Nvidia and AMD pushed out video card updates. And I'm going crazy on it. So just if I'm here, just my Nvidia computer is good, but my AMD computer is acting stupid.
All right, man.
All right.
So, with that being said, we're gonna do F moments of the week. We got a couple of ones, and so, guys, I think you're gonna like this one because these ones are kind of interesting to me. Let me just take these off the screen real quick. So this one's interesting because this guy is showing us how he avoids doing dishes. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it play. You tell me what you guys think when you see this.
I put a plastic bag over my plates. That way I ain't gotta wash them afterwards. You know what I'm saying? And see, after you're done, you just take off the paper plate.
Yo, player, something on your sandwich. Yeah, something on that sandwich.
Or you take off the plastic.
Yeah.
I know I ain't the only one that does it.
Although he did this on a paper plate.
Over my plates, that way
it's a plate, but he put a bag on the plate so he doesn't dirty the plate. But look, what you don't see this.
It's a roach.
Something on your sandwich. Yeah, something on that sandwich.
He's acting like it's normal, though.
Yeah.
I know I ain't the only one that does this. I put a plastic.
Dude. I was like, what the fuck did I just watch? Is it a joke? Is he doing this for the views, or is he really living his life like this?
You gotta be living his life like that, bro.
That's fucking disgusting, bro.
But the thing is, it's a paper plate.
I don't care if it's a real plate.
It's a roach on it, but that lets you know how stupid it is because he's got he's putting a plastic bag on a paper plate, bro.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's why you can't eat at people's houses.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna step aside for 2 seconds.
All right. So, yeah, that one, guys, that I thought that was interesting. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I got one for you guys. Let me. Okay. So this one I find a little bit interesting. This is more. I'm gonna let the video play and it speaks for itself. I just find this interesting, and I wanted to see what you guys think about this one.
Hear about the cafe in North Carolina that has a strict dress code for women if you want to eat their soul food. This is the entrance to Kim's Cafe, a Black woman-owned business located on Madison Road in Greensboro, North Carolina. Her slogan is, God did it. She has a strict policy against women wearing skimpy clothes inside her cafe. The entire front entrance is decorated with her rules. No skimpy clothes of any kind, no crop tops. Do not enter if you have on shorts. She posted the same dress code on her website and on our Facebook page. And on Facebook, she even added additional rules. No leggings, no spaghetti straps, no short skirts, and no cleavage showing. Kim's Cafe has gotten so much backlash and negative reviews. People are saying they've implemented Sharia law. Non-believers are shunned. And hey, they forgot thou shalt not judge as part of the Bible. In protest, a woman by the name of Desire Valentine took it a step further and organized the slut lunch at Kim's Cafe for this week. She's inviting every heathen woman to come have lunch at Kim's Cafe wearing whatever they want. And if they're turned away, they'll just find somewhere else to eat. This is pretty wild, but I'm wondering, why isn't there a dress code for men? Would this dress code stop you from enjoying that good soul food? Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Tierica with the T. Follow for more. Did you hear?
Okay. So when I saw that, I said, why is this a fucking topic? Like who cares if she doesn't want you to come to a restaurant dressed like a hoe? And then they're going to have like a picket, and they're all going to dress like hoes and try to go into the restaurant and force their way in there. And if she doesn't let them in, they'll just go to another restaurant. Like, why are you wasting your time? Go someplace else. I think I'm bugging. Maybe I'm getting too old. That's what I think. I'm getting too old and I'm letting other people's shit bother me. It's fucking ridiculous. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Okay. And then we got this one. This one is funny. Guys. Imagine you just in the street and you see this happening. This probably happens more times than not. Just watch the video. You wouldn't think this is real life, but this is real life.
Crash out of the day, we have this Brooklyn man who refuses to get his truck towed. He decides he's going to take matters into his own hands. It's New York, so you know there's mad angles. Everybody got their phone out because bruh's crashing out. He wilding. He said, nah, repo man. And that's why if you a repo man, you got to be able to fight because this is liable to happen at every moment. Now he deboed you for your truck, about to take his own truck, and I guess tow it to safety. At least that's how he played it out in his head. That's not what's going to happen because my boy can't drive the tow truck for nothing. There's destruction of one vehicle. Buddy, you are going to prison most likely after this because he's not done. He hits every vehicle in the lineup. And then to make matters worse, watch this. He hit the right. Son lose his own truck. I defeated the whole entire purpose of his mission. And I know he just keeps on driving for a minute because he's like, oh shit, now I'm in a stolen vehicle. I just lost my truck. And this is all on camera and other people's cameras. Oh yeah, I'm cooked. At this point in time, you made a felonious decision. You said, I got this.
Can you imagine seeing that? That kind of stuff happens a lot. That's the crazy part. At least in New York City, that happens a lot. But if you were not there, you wouldn't believe that could really happen. That shit happens. Yeah. Well, guys, that's enough moments of the what the fuck moments of the week. You guys aren't here for that, but you know, well, we're different in terms of that, right? And with that being said, we're gonna go into our. Give me 1 second here. I can. Bada boom, bada bing. So we'll go on to our first topic here, and it's kind of crazy because we're going to be talking about the PlayStation 5 Pro, man. Like, just yesterday, they announced that, you know, the system, PlayStation 5 Pro is coming out. You're not going to get any disk drive. It's all digital. You can buy a digital, a disk drive for $80. You have to buy a stand for it that costs $30. And all you're getting is probably a slight upgrade in terms of graphics. Not so much that you wouldn't notice unless you were like right in front of the PlayStation 5 going at the same time. You really won't notice the difference. And it's going to cost you $700. That's ridiculous. For a system, they don't even have games for the PlayStation 5, let alone anything coming out for the PlayStation 5 Pro. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And yeah, let me bring something up here. I don't know why it's not playing audio. Man, I had an awesome video to play you guys, but unfortunately it's not playing any audio and I can't figure out why. But it's basically just letting you know that this move to get you to get a PlayStation Pro is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. $700, and you're not going to get a game to play on it. They barely got games for the PlayStation 5, let alone anything that's worth to play on the Pro. It doesn't make sense. You're just getting a slight better experience in terms of graphics. Nah. That's ridiculous. But with that being said, I'm going to topic number 2. Topic number 2 is Xbox is finally getting a W for a change. And that's because the Capcom Fighting Collection 2 and Marvel vs. Capcom, both of those were only going to the Switch and PlayStation 4. But you could play it on the 5. And you could only get it on Steam. Xbox wasn't coming out. So, but the other day, Capcom announced that they worked out a deal. It's coming to Xbox. It's just going to be at a later time. So Xbox gets W for a change. They got it right. That's the power of the people, complaining on social media, getting a bad rap. They're like, people were getting upset. Like, how come PlayStation gets this and we can't get it? We're running the same shit. Like, what are we doing? So Xbox said, we hear you. I don't think that would be the same if that happened to PlayStation. I don't think PlayStation would crumble to their fans, but Xbox does. They do listen to their audience, and I got to commend them for that. Enough pressure, they'll do something. And console fanboys in the chat, I hope that that's the same thing that Warner Brothers do, because there's a bunch of Mortal Kombat people out there that want to experience their old past. All we have is this new modern games, but you can't really play 1, 2, and 3, in a good format. Like, they should come out with a collection of the Mortal Kombat retro collection, or better yet, do like the remake that they had in the works for the HD. That would be fucking awesome. But it seems like Warner Brothers doesn't care about their history. They don't care about their fans. They just care about making a quick buck and coming up with shitty games that, they could charge you for services, and they don't care about their past, their history. And that's sad. But what are you going to do? Hopefully they start listening to their fans, because I think enough people complain. And their last game hasn't been so good. That Mortal Kombat 1, they had a lot of great potential in the beginning, but it just wasn't a good game. And I don't think it's going to go down as a good game when you look at the history books. It'll probably be one of their worst games of the modern game era. Console Fanboy says something. I think he has a good thing. He says he thinks the Pro price will go down from all the bad press. Yeah, there's nobody in their corner saying, "Hey, it's reasonable." None of them. None of the big YouTubers. Not even like IGN is saying something positive about it. They had this one guy saying, "Oh, you can play games better," but it sounded like he was reading a script to protect Sony and their best interests. But I don't think anybody who's reputable will say, "Hey, this is a good price." It's not. Because for a few more dollars, you can make your own computer that can probably play 10 times better the game on the Pro. So why get the Pro? That price is ridiculous. That price is ridiculous now. I think sometimes we just gotta realize that no, it's not worth it. And now I'm going to go into this next one here. And this one, well, something just happened, so let's going to add on to this topic here. First off, I'm going to go with some curveballs that were thrown this way. Arcade1Up. You okay, my brother?
That's relative. That's relative, okay, baby. And I ain't talking about your cousin either. Hey, I heard you talking about the PS5, man. I couldn't chime in right. I got a little business. I'm gonna take you back in time. So talk to me about this PS5, man. I'm sorry. I know everybody done moved on, but you gotta talk to me about it.
Well, the PS5, bro, it's coming in at $700.
What?
$700. Okay,
That's PC Pro. That's PC price.
dude. You don't have a hard drive anymore. If you want to play hard drive like CD games, you have to buy an adapter. That's $80.
To do what?
So you could play CD games like hard disk games, like physical media.
Hold on. So, are you telling me they about to give us the old portable CD-ROM like we had in the 90s? They plugged in through a USB that they probably got sitting on the shelf somewhere.
No, it's like they did a cool design for it. I'll give them that. But the whole thing is like, at this price, that should be included.
Oh yeah, I told you the refreshes were coming, man. All it is GPU and memory.
Oh, basically that's what it is a better GPU. So you're getting a better refresh rate, and you're not sacrificing the graphics with the refresh rate.
Yeah,
it's not worth $800. I mean $700.
Well, you know it ain't, because you see how much I paid for a PS4, bro. So
it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. We're at a time that is diminishing returns right now. Like, you are going to pay an absorbent amount of money to get this much more better. This much. It's not worth it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you the problem you're having with that is just that, and we don't. I'm not trying to get political or anything, man, but it's a true statement. You're talking about inflation at this point in time, man. Now you're just talking about inflation rates, bro, because the products the parts that make up the thing, we're having to source, and they're having to, it becomes a harder situation of getting it.
And you know what? The companies don't want to take on the costs, so they're passing it on to the consumer.
Oh, they're definitely going to pass it on to the consumer.
Listen, I'm still going to get my percentage of profit. I don't care what I got to do. I still want that.
Hey, console, I'm sorry. My other PC, I don't know what it's doing. It's doing something stupid. I'm going to have to do a hard reboot inside the BIOS or something. But
Mark, my man, what's up, man?
But I see that, man. Hey, PC Master Race, baby. PC Master Race.
And then this is the perfect thing, MTK. That $700, I can build for just like a few more dollars more. I can build a PC that can probably play the games 10 times better than the Pro.
Yeah, I mean, because think about it, $800. Let's just say you went all out. So you say, how much was the hard drive? $200.
And so it's right now the machine is $700. So if you wanted to get the CD player and the stand on it, you're looking at about $810.
So let's say you got $810. Let's just be honest. You go into a basic AM4 build. You do either an AMD. Go buy you an AMD kit. You can buy you a complete mid-range AMD kit with I don't know, anything with 16 gigs of RAM. It's gonna come with a motherboard. You got I don't even know what processors, like, not even that's like a 79. It's like a 5600 type AM3, AM4. And
you still have the ability, a pathway to upgrade.
But check this out though. You're only $300 and maybe $390. Then you go, if you go used in the used market, you go old generation, you go get you a 60, a 40, 60, a 40, 70, right? And you're not killing it. You can go 40, 70 and go with a GPU. It's only $300, $400. You're right there. And you buy a cheap case, power supply is nothing. You're at $800 some dollars building a computer that is actually capable of playing something in 1080p, 140, 240 frames at 1440, 240 frames. I mean, that's the optimal gaming setup. I have a 4K monitor and I have a 4K rig, but nobody actually plays games in 4K. If you're gonna be competitive, anything like that, the competitive setup is 1440, and you can do that all day for under $800.
Yeah. So it really, and welcome to Die said one thing, and this is an actual true thing. He said the only good thing about the PS5 PS5 Pro is that everything behind it drops in price. So you'll be able to get the PS5 at a cheaper price. They already started selling like refurbished PS5s, digital and non-digital, and you saving yourself like $200 off the price that it is right now. That's a good ass deal.
Got to do it again. Give me 1 second, man. You know what it is. I told you about it. So just entertain the people. Give me 5 minutes, 3 minutes.
So, yeah, welcome to Die. That's the one good thing about it. That's the one good thing about it. Yeah. So, before we jump back, let's go back to forward. So right now, two surprise things hit my shelf. Arcade1Up is actually coming out with another Pac-Man Deluxe. Like, guys, who's gonna keep on buying Pac-Man? There's enough Pac-Man in the world. Like, you have like 10 versions of Pac-Man. Turn the page. Make something else. And I know it's the best seller. I know it's going to sell. They know it's going to sell. That's why they're making it. But Jesus Christ. It's ridiculous now, man. It's getting ridiculous. Don't you got something left? Can't fucking Cyrus pull some kind of shit out his ass? Give us something. Give us Sonic something, please. It's depressing. This is depressing. But you know what? There's people out there that's going to tell you this is good. This is good for the company. It's not. It's not good. Come on, guys. Help us. Help me help you. Pac-Man is not the move. It's not the move. But on top of that, you gotta jump onto this topic because this is for you.
What's up?
You and me, you know, we don't listen to Arcade1Up shit anymore, really.
No.
But something hit the fan. I think it just happened yesterday, and I had to laugh at this because it doesn't. This is why Arcade1Up doesn't make sense to me anymore. They're coming out with another Pac-Man, bro.
That's the only part. That is the most.
No, I understand the business.
That's
I understand the business side of it. I do. But it has to be a moment where you're like, we milked this thing too much. It's done. It's done.
What you got to do is you literally got to stop making it for a long time. Like, I know that they don't know how much longevity they have, right? So let's just be honest. Cyrus and the rest of these guys are talking about Cyrus. They literally don't know from month to month. They probably, I would say at this point,
they just got a big business loan, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. So they're probably looking at 6-month projections at this time. You're probably operating on a 6-month major capital projection, right? So if you're operating on a 6-month major capital projection, that's all you got. The problem is they need to give a Pac-Man at least 12 to 16 months before you do it. So you don't release a Pac-Man for 16 months. You come out with a anniversary.
They come out with one every 6 months. They just came out with the Pac-Man pulp table. Now they come out with a Pac-Man Deluxe that looks ugly and hideous.
The Miss Pac-Man table.
Like,
Pac-Man,
come
Pac-Man,
on,
Pac-Man.
bro. You gotta say, listen, remember when what Disney would do? This is when there was still physical media. They would pull out the Volt shit on you. Like, you gotta get this, baby.
You got it.
Because it's gonna be gone. It's gonna be gone. You're not gonna see it again.
You won't see it again for the rest of your life.
So and they would build this fucking FOMO, because all they have to do anytime they want, you know what? Put out some Bambies. No, they want to make you have FOMO for that bitch. Go in there acting like it's the last thing in the world.
Yeah, I got one.
So I'm gonna have to freaking go over to his house, bro. Chat, y'all see this, man? He's funny. He's trying to be funny, bro. Nah, but for real, Disney would make you have FOMO. Make you run there. I gotta get the Pinocchio. That shit they won't come out the vote for the next 10 years. They built FOMO. Scarcity. Oh, well, wait a minute. We're going to talk about that right after this because that's a big topic. That's a big topic, console fanboy. Maybe you could jump on and talk about it with us if you want. Welcome to Die 2. I told that bitch ass, but, that's a neither here or there. But, yeah. Arcade1Up, man. What are you guys doing? Just turn the page. And then I see you turning the page. But when you come up with a new product, it has to be a home run. And this, I don't think it is. And that's the freaking claw machine. It's real, bro. It's real. It is real. I know that there's a segment in this community that really wants to make it feel like you're at an arcade. So I guess someone would want that in their collection, but like, what are you doing at home with a claw machine? What purpose does that fucking serve? Councilman Boy said he thinks that inside the claw machine that will actually give you bags of shit. It might bring up the value of the machine. I don't know. So we passed the IP of Pac-Man.
Mm-hmm.
So
what are y'all talking about a claw machine for?
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. So then they milk. Not only do they milk their IP, right? But now they're going to try to venture off and do something new. Mm-hmm. And there's something new is giving us a claw machine. It's real, bro. This is not anyone. This is real.
Oh, I know it's real because they gave us a slot machine.
Okay.
So if they gave us a slot machine, what make you think they won't give us a claw machine?
But bro, like I know that there's a segment of the community that really wants it to look like a real arcade. So there are going to be some rereads that want that in their house to replicate it. But what are you doing with that at home?
You don't do it because you got to buy shit to fill it. You want me to tell you if they really wanted to hit something out the park, and they wanted to do an upcharge for a machine, right? Come out with a 3/4 scale skee ball table.
At least you can play with that. You can do something with that.
What I'm saying is that you're never, as long as you have people at your house, if people come through, even little kids, whatever, for some odd reason, think about it. Skee ball is one of those games that never gets old. It's a carnival game.
Mike, are you high, bro? Who the fuck wants that in their house?
Hold up. Did you not hold up? I recall seeing you play skee ball at Stringer House.
That's not a normal thing.
Hey, bro. Hey, do he not have a skee ball in his basement?
That's not normal.
Does he have a skee ball in his basement? Hold on. He also has a claw machine in his basement.
And that's not normal.
But hold up. You didn't play the claw machine, but you did play the skee ball.
It's not normal, bro. It's not normal. It's okay. That I'll go to Dave & Buster's and I'll use theirs. I'll use it once a year. I'll be okay.
What I'm saying is if you have to get out the box, right? And they can't get an IP. Let's say they can't get an IP, but they need to draw straws because understand this. A claw machine is not an IP. It's just a design.
Yeah, that is true. So it didn't cost them anything. That's all profit because they're not paying an IP.
You don't have to pay nobody for it. Skee ball itself is a generic license. There's so many companies that can make them, right?
That's the first man. You don't normally say good shit. Like, that's good, bro. That's fucking good. You thought about that. That was good, bro.
I'm just saying, like, sometimes you got to put the business on it.
That's
money.
It is business, but I mean, I still don't know. Like,
so check this out.
Other than that, are you going to go to like a Costco and be like, oh shit, I really always wanted a claw machine?
No, I'm gonna tell you, but I'm gonna tell you something that will change you on that. So, two machines. One of them is already done too much. But think about how many people have waited for Christmas to get the basketball machines. People buy them. They sell out every year.
I don't have a valid argument against that, but it just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. That's something that you will not use.
Appreciate it, Bo Nose. Appreciate it, sir.
Bo, right? He don't. You're telling him that because he normally doesn't say great shit, and this shit that was awesome. That was really some good shit.
Everything I say is great.
No. That was great. I give you that word. I give it to you.
I mean, but yeah, I mean, if they're having an issue, they're like, think about it. What games? Let's just be honest. What games? I'm asking you this question. Don't go fly off the hinge. This ain't no debate. This ain't the Republican Democratic debate. My question is, what game could they put in the cabinet that would excite you at this point in time? Hold on. There's actually at their ability that's not going to require some kind of freakishly intrusive board and and a PC. Like, you're talking about something they can put together at a price point that they're used to that you would buy today. What is it?
They have the ability to do the Alpha series.
I mean, but would you okay, so I'm gonna put this out on you. They came out. Remember when they came out with all of these different versions of Street Fighter 2 at the same time? You had whatever that red edition. You had the pink blue. You had like three special editions that had limited number runs all at the same time. Shit just didn't sell like that, bro.
Nah, man. Street Fighter sells.
It's not Street Fighter Alpha's not gonna sell like that, bro. The hardcore alpha players are not gonna play it on that machine,
I know it's not gonna sell as great as what they have right now. I know it's not. But at this point in time, you gotta give us a bone sometimes, bro.
What IP would make? Let me change this up. So you're a gamer. You like to play fight games. You're gonna do this. Get out of your head. So I messed you up when I said you. So get out of your head. What IP with the masses, the people we always talk about, the people who haven't bought every Arcade1Up that they bought that they ever wanted, including all 53 versions of the pack.
They have the ability.
IP would they come out with that would make some random guy walking through Costco or Sam's Club buy it?
I think they have the ability to give us House of the Dead now.
The majority of people ain't buying House of the Dead.
I think that is a big enough an IP that people will buy that, bro. Yo, they're up to House of the Dead 6. You don't keep on making those games and people are not buying those shits. They're playing it.
Niche. People don't play shooters. Where else on the planet can you play a shooter?
Dude, did you see how big the community got for fucking?
That's because
Time Crisis.
But how many did they sell?
They sold enough.
Nah, bro. Come on, man. What you got to do is get out of the hype and say how many people bought it and loved it.
I didn't hear negative reviews about it.
But you ain't hear nobody going hard for it neither.
I can't speak to it because I don't have it.
And the reason why I'm saying it is just because, like what you just said. My thing is that a shooter, I love shooters, but most people who really love a shooter are gonna buy something like, what's the little thing that Ralph then was marketing, right, where you can just hook it on your TV or hook it up on your Ugly Betty, and you can have all of them. You're gonna pay, instead of buying a whole cabinet for $500, you go buy that kit for $500, and you can pay every shooter out there, and you're gonna have the guns, and you're gonna have
Wait a
all
minute. Remember there was a company that fucking Detroit Love was trying to back up that had shuffleboard? Like a home arcade shuffleboard or like shuffle golf or some shit like that.
I think it was the bowling. Was it the bowling?
Yeah, that's what it was.
It was the bowling. It was what's his name? What's the twins' dad's name? The one that has the big arcade channel.
Tucker.
Yeah. You remember he gave them the shuffleboard, I mean not shuffleboard, but the bowling game for them to make a home version of it, and they never did. That was that's a free IP.
Bo said that was ThinkUp that was trying to do it. I think they didn't get the backing on Kickstarter to do it. But that is a perfect thing like Arcade1Up can do. Like things like that wouldn't cost them anything. And you play those games like when you go to a bar or something like that. I know I have one of those in the bar that I go to. There's like that shuffleboard thing that you try to. It's basically shuffleboard, but in a short area instead of on a boat or shit like that.
I mean,
and that shit is.
Think about it. So, like what you just said. So, hold up. So, Bo, yeah, you're right. I think I honestly I would have came up with a better version of Golden Tee with a better version of some of the bowling games in it. And I think that I think
they're still coming out with another bowling thing. I mean, because that's a strong IP for them. Golden Tee.
Golden Tee, excuse me, Golden Tee is gonna always be a strong IP, bro. Because it just has the ability. Because the one thing about Golden Tee is that you have 80-year-old men that's gonna buy it because they got money, but they're cheap, and they see something that they're playing in the bar when they're in the clubhouse playing golf. Then you got young guys that buy it too because they like to bet on it. Golden Tee was one. Think about it. At one point in time, Golden Tee was the ultimate betting game, arcade game. Before people were betting on any other game in the arcade, we ain't talking about quarters. Like dudes in the bars was putting money on Golden Tee.
And you go to any bar today, like the bar that I was telling you that had that shuffleboard thing, they have a Golden Tee there. So any like legitimate bar is gonna have that. If you and
dudes bet on holes. You can play skins games inside of the game. Inside of a video game, you can play a skins game. Instead of going out there to the green where it's raining or whatever, you can literally play a skins game inside of virtual reality or inside of an arcade game that's old as dirt, but you still don't have the ability to just kill people at it. You still got to play it. You know what I'm saying? Man. So I mean, that game is going to always sell. That's one of those IPs that's good. But like we both talking about on here, man, they need to think out the box if they want to make money. Think about stuff that doesn't require crazy ass licensing. I mean, because if you really want to do something, I got a idea that they could probably license if they really try hard enough. But the longer they wait, the harder it is. They could have came out with a Sonic machine. All they had to do is really fight for it. Well, at one point, Sonic was licensing everything. You play that shit on your phone.
So MDK, that leads us to two things. One, that's the old Sega. That's why they pulled their license away from At Games, because At Games made shitty ass products with their logo and their mascot. So they had to pull it. So they changed their tune in terms of licensing out their IP. That's why Arcade1Up never had a Sega logo on it, because they didn't want to be associated with the product. You can use our IP, but you cannot use our name.
What the whole thing is that, check this out. So what happened with Sega, literally, what Sega did was get into the movie business.
Yeah, and it's a genius idea.
And when they got into the movie business, it just increased the value of their
And
IP.
they say you can't fuck with our shit anymore because now we got to hold it at a higher value because we are asking for this amount of, we want to be with the big dogs. So they see themselves in the same vein as a Nintendo now.
So
for prestige brand.
They literally should have. They should have capitalized. Somebody should have capitalized on it because honestly, tell the truth. If you saw think about like this big blue right here,
Mm-hmm.
but you saw it, Brandon. Because remember the original Sonic was blue, right? The whole the whole case, the blue and the yellow and the gold and all that same kind of marquee setup you got here. But you take this and you make this a Sega a Sonic cabinet, right? And you put Sonic 1 and 2 on there. And you just have it as a 1-player and a 2-player. You can play with Tails, you can play with Sonic.
Well,
hey,
can I tell you something though? You make perfect sense. And if that would have happened, I believe that would have happened if the man that valued people's IPs was still there. If that's John D. John D would have made that happen.
Dude, that's a game that little kids love. You got babies, 3-4-year-olds, 5-year-olds that'll go out there and play it. You got old people. You got people old like you that jump on there and play it, man. I mean, for real.
Me, you old ass nigga. Now, but there's a new sheriff in town though now, and that is Media1Up is trying to get into the game.
Yeah,
and John D is co-founder of that. I don't even know what the fuck they're gonna do, but I know that he knows all the connections to any IP that you need.
But I mean, the question I got to ask you right now, and listen to me when I ask you this, and not trust me. I think John D is a good guy. I mean, I love talking to him. He's a really cool guy to talk to. It's very few people. Me, you've had this discussion. There's very few people that I put on that list of really bright, geniusy type people. I think John D is really there. If you really listen to him talk, he's not an average-minded person. He thinks totally different. The way he moves is so different, right? And you gotta respect it. My question though is that even with it being him, what business out there is really, really willing to gamble and understand what I'm about to say, is willing to gamble walking away from Arcade1Up, even though they don't want to produce nothing and the people are pulling some of their IPs back. But who's willing to gamble on a new product?
This is the difference, though. When they were with Arcade1Up, you know who they dealt with? John D. John D can jump ship. He's the only person in this can gain this advantage. He can jump ship, go to a totally new company. He don't even have to tell them the name of the company. He can go like this, guys. I can guarantee you 3,000 units on your first order.
Console said John D is 2 steps ahead. He playing chess. We playing checkers, huh?
Dude, all he has to, he doesn't even have to say that I have the name of a company. He said, just trust my relationship with you. We never made a deal that you didn't make money on. That's what he can say. Regardless of the quality that it was, he can guarantee you that you're going to get that sale.
But that's I mean, honestly, dude, that's a crazy statement to say, though. I mean, so as a businessman, to say that nobody has done a deal with John that they didn't make money on is crazy, because they're literally just licensing something that they just either that they are the
But the thing is about licensing the right product, knowing that, hey, if you give me this particular lineup of games, I can guarantee you that this fan base is going to go out there and buy it.
Of course,
that's a hard thing to predict.
But it's not that hard, because either you let me get your IP and we deal with it, or you just sit there and it collects.
But what I'm not. It's some companies, like a Sega, would rather hold onto their IP and not lend it out anymore because they don't want to tarnish their names.
Oh, Nintendo for sure.
They will do that.
Yeah,
Sega was doing that for a long time now.
People trip out. Everybody always thinks of Nintendo as being this company that never licensed their IP. Nintendo used to license the shit out their IPs. They used to license their images, their IPs like crazy. And then when they got to all of the smaller handhelds and stuff, and people started actually having to play their stuff on their game, they started coming up with just like in the last 15 years where people just like really were like, Nintendo, we're not even going to try to emulate it. We're not going to try to go buy another device. We're just going to buy Nintendo stuff and play it on Nintendo stuff. That's when they got strong. But Nintendo licensed the shit out of their stuff. And not
anymore.
Not no more.
Not anymore. They have a high level of if their name is going to be on something, it has to be at a high level, like a premium product. If you will.
I'm trying to figure out how in the world they even
except for the shitty ass third party controllers.
Yeah, they got it. Well, except for unless you get the 8-bit.
You got to go official to get better quality because they're like third party thing. Like I think it's Power A. That shit is trash.
Yeah, you got to buy. Those are disposable. But think about their partnership with Disney, bro.
That's big. That's big.
Crazy. That's crazy. I never in a million years could you have made me think that they would partner with Disney.
And that's what John D brought. He brought relationships that he had with Sony, with this, with that, and back end departments of they're using a toy license, but he had to have relationships with the video game people to get what he was able to get done. And that's not an easy task. And now they're coming out with the collection because I think what they saw was, people actually want these games. They bought their shitty ass version of the game for $600. If we come out with a collection for $40, they're buying that shit.
Oh, but I said it. Did everybody get their reservation? Everybody got their fighters club, their Capcom, right?
Yeah,
everybody got
it. Tomorrow is the day.
Everybody got it, right?
Tomorrow is the day, baby. Yeah. So John D has all those relationships. Whatever's behind Media1Up. Listen, we don't know if he's making cabinets. We don't know if he's giving you a streaming service that you can play these games somewhere. We don't know if it's a hardware thing or a service thing. I just know it could be all of those things. The way his mind worked, he wanted. I could talk about this because he's no longer with the company. His idea was, if we get to a certain number, we can get this to be like consoles and just you buy the game and put it on your library.
But we said that a long time ago. I always think that's what he couldn't. Though
he couldn't sell that to the publishers because there weren't enough units out there. They're like, dude, you have to give me at least a 10% connection rate. So if there's 5,000 units, only 1,000 people are going to buy. You have to get a certain number up so you can even have that conversation with the publishers.
But think about what you're saying. So instead of making all of these different Pac-Mans and all these different Galagers, all these different Tempests, all this other shit, you make. If I really truly believe if they would have came out with a deluxe, kind of mid to heavy, arcade super multi-cab, right? Charged $1,000 for it. They charged $900 for it, but gave you the ability to put something a little bit. Listen, let me finish. Mm-hmm. Made it a little bit more powerful, and gave you the ability to buy games. And in their world, people are gonna always complain because we've already had that before, but they never had the IP. But you give them what you had in the one arcade machine they got rid of. with the ability to have the IPs, and I believe that people will actually buy them because what I've seen, what you've seen, what most people have seen is that even though we all understand that a lot of these IPs are downloadable and you don't have to buy them and you can get them on Fightcade and you can get them on here and get them on there, you'll spend $5 for it. You'll spend $10
just for the convenience. Like you don't have to do something. It's right there. It's easy plug and play.
Man,
if you like something, you're gonna pay for it.
How many people bought beverages or whatever that shit was? What was that shit? Bear whatever. On arcade, what was that? Bear whatever. Bear wrestling.
Don't insult me with that piece of shit game.
But listen what I'm saying though. How many people bought those cheap ass $3, $4, $5 IPs because they were just holding on that they would finally get that one IP that would break, and the rest of it would be a river of good IPs. And the machine worked. The machine played. They could just never get an IP.
Well, I think that if I was a betting man, it'd probably be a combination of you being able to get services and probably hardware, bro. Like, you know, when the cabinet looked right,
because console.
One thing you could say is that Arcade1Up products used to look really awesome. They may not. They won the beauty contest.
Yeah,
and I'm talking about like you had that Street Fighter Road Warrior. You had the Big Blue I think is a beautiful looking cabinet. Fucking Class of '81 looks good.
People don't even play them. They just collect them,
dude. Because they're big statues at this point.
But my thing. So I'm gonna ask you the question, and this is always something I always found funny. What's your man named Glenn? So would you rather pay $400 for a miniature that you have to plug up to a TV, or $400 for something that you can actually play?
I'm gonna play it. What the fuck? No.
I'm just saying, but I mean, he's selling the miniatures, right? And I don't have anything. Yeah. People, when I say this stuff, don't be calling Glenn.
No, that's your preference. Like there's certain people that like all those mini ones. I don't see the value for it.
I'm not gonna pay $500 for that. I'm just not. When I can catch this on sale for the same price, and even though it takes up more space, it gives me that more realistic feel.
And it feels better that you spend $400 on something that big than $400 on a little piece of shit.
Basically, like you just said, a statue.
Like,
because you're gonna put a shelf on your wall, and you're gonna buy them, and you're gonna stack them all next to each other.
But there's some people that really like those, like Turbo Joe. This dude would be sitting there playing freaking Contra on a little miniature one. I'm like, bro, can you even see that shit? And he enjoyed it.
Well, you know me, I got how many of them things I got? So I'm looking over here right now. I got like 5 of the mini ones. I got like the Dig Dug, I got Pac-Man, I got Karate Champ, I got
yeah, but you ain't got no $400 ones, bro.
Nah, but that's the whole point. Is that the same thing that you're playing $400 for? A lot of these already exist because the IP is out there, and then they got the thing where you can hook them up to. They got the USB out. I mean the HDMI out. You can plug them right up, and you can play on whatever. But
at that point, I'm just gonna get me a fucking Retro Pi, bro.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, why go through all that shit? Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I've never taken these shits out of the box. I'm probably never gonna take them out the box.
Nah, that's just shit. That's at that point. Now
all these shits I bought all these little motherfuckers.
So basically, the question I asked you, first of all, and that the picture, and let me bring it up here so you can see it better. That picture here, the flyer right here,
okay,
MGK. That is what they're trying to say was a leak, that, if you will, of what's coming out from 1UP Media. And I spoke to John D himself, and he said this is not his, anything that would come out from their company.
Do you have a bigger picture of it though?
I don't, unfortunately. But it basically kind of looks like the collector cades of like the Nunskull for the Street Fighter. Like
Yeah,
it
that's
looked
what.
like they used that image.
So you went to yeah, that's what I was looking at. I'm looking at it small, and it kind of looks like that. But you know what it looks like? It looks like those. You remember those medium wooden barcades?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like. It looks like a barcade. It looks like
Yeah, but
like
John D is so a stickler for authenticity of the cabinets. That's when he had a say so and Arcade1Up, he always pushed to make it look as authentic as possible.
mm-hmm.
That's why we got the big blue. We had to make some concessions to put it in the box so it's going to look thinner, but he tried to give it as authentic as you could, and he wouldn't agree to this kind of shit.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna say that that's the one thing that you'll never hear me complain about Arcade1Up with, is that when they gave you those very limited cabinets, they were awesome. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this: you can talk about Tron all day, but
That's a beautiful looking cab, though.
You won't get no cabinet that beautiful, man. Even I'm gonna tell you one that most people even overlook. Something that's classic is like the Joust cab.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I know I wouldn't play that game, but what was I forgot the name of the fucking cabinet. Dragon's Lair.
Dragon's Lair was just like, remember they
had a pretty fucking cab, bro.
So, dude, they had all their whole run of Dragon's Lair. They had Tron, all that stuff. Man, like they had some cabs that really, really harken back to, because those cabs weren't. Think about it though. The original version of those cabs aren't big, so they're about like my Nintendo cabs, right? So I love collecting my Nintendo cabs, but they're not big. So the Nintendo cabs are just a little bit bigger than Arcade1Ups are now, and they're full size cabinets. And out of a arcade,
dude. Those two IPs, they said we shouldn't come out with those, and they shouldn't look this good. That's what Arcade1Up was saying. Like, we shouldn't do these because no one's gonna buy them, and we shouldn't spend so much on the design. And John D is the reason why those two cabinets came out looking the way they did. And he said it's going to be more expensive, but I'm sure that these people who really want those will pay those prices. And he was right.
And check this out. Those cabinets had a very limited edition run. You don't ever see them sold used. You don't ever see them sold. Like, they haven't had a remake of them.
People really don't sell those in the aftermarket.
People don't sell them. They just keep them because the people who got them wanted them so bad because they couldn't get the real thing that they're not giving it up.
Just like one of the other cabinets that they did that you rarely see on the aftermarket is fucking Burger Time.
Oh yeah.
Burger Time is like one of those fucking the unicorns. It's hard to fucking find. Man. So if it's gonna come from John D, he's like a graphic designer, bro.
Yeah.
He's not gonna come out with this kind of bullshit. It's gonna look good. So yeah, that was debugged really quick. That is not anything in terms of their marketing. But
yeah, that's not it. That's not his level.
But he does have a group on Facebook, so you should look it up and sign up for his shit, because I think you'll find out what it is there before anywhere else. Okay. And I think it's going to be like a service thing, but it could be hardware. It could be both of them. I really don't know. Now, that leads me to the last subject of the show, and that is the time of year it is. And let me go ahead and bring this up. This Saturday on this channel, we're going to be doing a Mortal Kombat tournament for War Games. And it's for the OG Mortal Kombat. So if you know the history of the channel, that's pretty big for our channel. We've, that the channel's been built on Mortal Kombat and some of the rivalries with Welcome to Die and Console Fanboy You know, then we had some mega killers from like, you know, third world countries come bust some ass and show people some crazy skills. OTG with Mortal Kombat. You know, it's just been pretty big for our channel. So that's gonna be the day after Mortal Mondays, which was September 13th, when that first Mortal Kombat game came out for the consoles. So we're going to be paying homage to that this Saturday. We have a prize pool. It's not $25 anymore. It's up to $50 due to Fighters Evo giving us a big donation and some donations from Console Fanboy as well and other people within the community and subscribers.
You want a donation? I might throw a little something in. I might throw a little something.
Man, that would be great.
You know what's messed up though, man? Every time I try to throw some money or some prizes in, man, don't nobody ever claim them. That shit be tripping me out.
Well, I guarantee you somebody's gonna be claiming this because this is for the tournament.
But I give away good stuff all the time, man. And people they'll never accept it.
They were like, well, you know, that's one of the cool things about our community too. A lot of like paying it forward. Like I know people that play in a lot of like the fighting game community. Like just you know, carry it on to next week's tournament or something like that. And that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, but we're gonna have a big tournament and sign up here at this this link right here. It's also in the description of the video. No cost to join. It's just having fun times. This is, you know, just people within the community. So don't expect to get body from some guy in Venezuela that's really awesome at it. It's just people within the community that's playing. So you have a really good chance of winning a few dollars there. It's all paid through PayPal. So,
okay, so how much I need to give up, man?
Whatever you want to give, man. Whatever you want to give to the channel, bro.
We'll see. We'll talk about that.
We'll discuss that. But definitely go ahead and sign up there. You're gonna see people like Console Fanboy. I think Jim Mint's coming through. We got maybe even Killer Arcade. That's the name of a few. Welcome to Die. Some people that are really good within this game and the community. It's going to be there. So it's going to be pretty cool to see, like, you know, this person as a YouTube personality, but they're actually really good at this fucking game. So they're going to be in the tournament. And that's pretty fucking awesome.
We'll see what Console do, man. I always root for him, man. That's my dude, man. I put my money on him.
If I was a betting man, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we're talking about people that's within the community, so I'm talking about, like I said, Welcome to Die, Console Fanboy, Killer Arcade, and Jim Mint. Jim Mint is nasty.
Yeah.
I think that between Console Fanboy's Infinite Leg Grab with Sonya, that's hard to beat, bro. Like, he really perfected playing that character.
What would they do if they just told him he couldn't play with her, though?
Like, he wouldn't play that, and that's not fair. Like, that's within the game. If it's in the rules of the game, I'm just saying. So then you got the one kryptonite for him. Fucking Welcome to Die. Welcome to Die. He's like a fucking. I love him. He's
Welcome to Die. No means no.
He's like an idiot savant. Like, in terms of video games, this man will do like Batman and get like 13 screens and like look at videos and do this and that. And he went with a game plan. He said, "This is your Sonya. I'm gonna fucking study film and figure out a way how to defeat that bitch." And he did that. He proved it a couple of times. Now, Zohar adapted too, and that's the fucking thing about it. Like, I think out of all the people, if it's just within the community, I think those two are going to be the ones that come out with the championship. But you never know. You got to play the game. You could play Welcome to Die, and he could be a little bit tight, and you may get him before he gets to even see Sonya.
Well, y'all good. I ain't that good. I like watching.
You're like, listen.
I don't. You know me. So hold on.
Pull an LW, bro.
But you know me. I ain't never been scared of no tournament. And I done pulled a couple W's in some tournaments, but I know I'm not good enough to pull in that. I just go in for the fun of it. I love having fun. So
that's what it's about, though. It's just about having fun and seeing people's names that you see in people's chat. Like, yo, I don't even know if this guy played. Let me play him. And then that's the beautiful thing I like about this community is that you would see people in the chat and you'd be able to play them, and then they're like a real connection there now.
But you got to think about it. Like, I'm literally married to a competitive player. I'm married to somebody who plays games competitively, dude. And I just can't do it. I go crazy. Like, she will sit there. She'll be sitting on the sofa next to me, right? And watching study guides and playing shit on her iPad. And then, like, she didn't even think I heard her when I was home earlier, man, before I had to go back out into the office. She was playing Pac-Man, and then she went into playing, you know, she was killing her class, you know what I'm saying? She was doing it. She was out there playing. Like, she think I don't be seeing her. but these people like be into it, bro. Like, she is I ain't gonna say this. I love my wife, but she is addicted to some games, bro. It's like,
but that's fucking cool, though. That's cool.
We have had some arguments about some fucking games, bro. Because I'll be telling them, like, sometimes, like, hey, put that shit down. We can't even watch a movie.
And then, but you know what? That's supposed to be you, and that's your problem. That's a fucking cool ass problem. I like that.
Yeah, whatever, man. You think it's cool because when she asks you to watch a movie and then you look over and she's fucking over in the top, get it, bitch. Like, yo, I thought you was watching the movie. You asked to watch the movie and she ain't watching the movie, dude. I'm like, fuck, man, turn this shit off.
Okay. Rule number one. You know, we always sidetrack. Yeah. Okay. You got a lady over. This is before. Let's go many moons ago. You invite a lady over, watch a movie, right? That you actually saying, I'm gonna watch this movie. Then no funny business. If she pulls out her phone during the movie, are you pissed off?
Yes.
I'm fucking pissed, bro.
Yes. Yeah, I'm saying I'm straight up. I'm pissed. I'm upset. I'm different, man. Cause I like movies. I got a whole you see. I got a 12 terabyte fucking server for my Plex server. Then I'm increasing to 24 terabytes like soon. Like in the whole man, you got the whole surround and everything. You saw that shit, man,
bro. I'm pissed. Like, dude. We're here together, bro. Pay attention to the fucking movie. Pay attention or something happens. I go, and they'll be like this. What happened? Like, bitch, if you was paying attention, you would have known.
I'm not rewinding this shit, bro. I'm not doing it. I refuse.
What happened? I would give you the rundown to the movie. Bitch, pay attention.
Watch it again, goddammit. Start over.
Nah. Then you take us out the moment of the movie.
On her own time. Watch it again on your own time, goddammit. You want to know what I was about.
You better figure it out as we go on, because I'm not telling you. I'm not I'm not ruining my experience of the movie for you.
That's crazy.
Fuck.
Well, I like movies, man. I don't know. It's in my whole. I can tell you, out of all the movies in my whole entire life, the only movie. Well, it's a couple of movies, but it was one movie I can't even really say it like I want to say it, but me and a couple friends, it was like 2 or 3 carloads of us, man. We was like, it was the 90s, like right around Freaknik time. And we was partaking in some festivities, man, you know, right around that time. And you remember when the real life Flintstones came out? Remember that shit?
Yeah. The live action.
Yeah, the live action movie, right? So people don't even remember this. This shit was trash. It was that bad. And like it was all of us went to the movies. And we were just bored, man. We just went to the late movie like 12 o'clock. Dude, they woke up the whole row. It was all 12, 15 of us sleeping in the motherfucker on them. They came, the movie was over. They was like,
bad?
They was like, yo, y'all gotta get the fuck up. Y'all gotta go.
Like, get the fuck home.
Dude, wasn't like one person, dude. I tell you, the whole row was asleep.
Yeah, damn. Well, you know, that movie wasn't for your demographic, first off. Okay.
I love the Flintstones. That movie sucked,
Sir, that movie was not meant for your demographic. I'm telling you. Sometimes when you do that's how you laugh. That's not the type of movie that you watching, bro.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to make a Jetsons movie, bro. I want to see that should be dope.
Basically, all jokes aside, I'm not being funny. Fantastic Four is the adult version of the Jacksons, and that's coming from Marvel. Like it's gonna look like that futuristic kind of thing, but in terms of Marvel. And I'm excited to see that, man. I'm so excited to see it because I want to see like what Marvel's concept, like their imagination of what the Jacksons would be, because that's what they're doing.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope.
Just with superpowers. So
yeah, you know, like motherfuckers supposed to say, "Hey, Mr. Spatially, getting Coswell Cogs." Dude,
that cartoon came out in the 70s. You know, during your time when you were, you know, you still young, but and
I was alive.
Dude, but that thing is basically saying like what is happening right now. Like it was the first Apple Watch, my dude. They had cell phones. They had FaceTime.
They had all that shit, bro.
This is the 70s.
Hold on. No, the late
60s. Our reality, bro.
The late 60s and 70s.
That's crazy. They had Alexa.
Dude, yeah, they had the thing when you was talking to your house. No, but check this out. Hold on. Hey, but you don't remember them? They didn't buy gas. They plugged their cars up.
Dude,
the flying cars plugged up,
bro. They had the Tesla. They had the first Tesla. They had FaceTime.
I always believe that what people like, so it's something that
you cannot tell me that there's not people that could travel, like time travel, because that's too fucking accurate, bro.
Yeah, but think about it. Think about what Console Fanboy said. Like some of the shit you got to get out the box with. So I'm thinking a lot of the stuff that they did back then, that we these scientists go back and they say, well, what have we wanted ever since the 60s, right? And we just perfected. The only thing out of all this shit, like we got flying cars now, all this shit. The only thing that I don't believe in,
you're right, but that's right now. That's like within the last 20 years. I'm talking about the Jetsons predicted this shit over 50 years ago.
Was in the 80s, in the 90s, and 2000s. That shit was the late 60s into the 70s.
That's what I'm talking about. So they telling you about FaceTime and fucking Apple Watch in the fucking 70s? Come on. That's crazy. That's crazy. Fucking, but if you think about it, the fucking cell phone, they had the cell phone in fucking Star Trek. And the phasers and all that shit.
Yeah. 70s. Man.
If you really think about it, it was always here. We just making shit that we wanted from back then. Like,
hey, motherfuckers had air fryers, all kind of shit back then. Because they had the food, they would put the food in thing. They had the rehydration. But then they had the other ones, like it was like you remember had like these little red beams that would go down, like it was like it was like sun rays or something. Dude, that ain't nothing but a fucking like an air fryer.
Dude, it's fucking crazy. You think about it, bro. You think about it.
I'm glad I don't get high, because you know, thinking about this shit too hard would be fucking people up.
Yeah. So you telling me that I thought about this because I'm high?
No, what I'm saying, imagine you thinking about all this shit and you were high.
Well, that's why 70s had like some crazy ideas, because everybody was fucking getting high off of that fucking weed, bro. Yeah. It was and LSD and all that shit. So they opened up their minds to like crazy shit back then, and we got a lot of crazy inventions around that time. But this Saturday over at War Games, same channel. Link to sign up for it is free in the description. Before I let you go, tomorrow is the 12th, right? You know what that means?
Yeah, I know what it means.
What does it mean?
It's about the Capcom.
Yes, Capcom tomorrow, bro.
Yeah,
digital copy.
Yes, sir.
You getting down?
I already got mine, sir.
You got your code? Because I bought mine from Factual. I didn't get the code yet.
Nah, you know I got mine on Steam because I had. You remember I got that?
Oh, you already bought it on Steam and just.
It's just sitting there. It's just waiting to download. Hold on. Let me go. Let me do something. Let me see something.
You paid full price.
I told you about that. I did not pay full price. Don't do me like that.
Wait a minute. So you had like points to like to redeem it? You had points?
Yeah, I had points. I had like man, they end up giving me like a shit ton of money.
Yo, let me get some points, my dude. You're gonna save me some money.
Hey man, I got a wife, bro. You tripping? You trying to do
you double dipping? You buying that game for her too? You gonna try to farm on her? That's disrespectful.
Don't be trying to. You know she got a new PC bill, bro.
All right. I'm gonna let you live.
She got a PC bill that she actually got to put together. So,
dude, you've been saying that for the longest. Why didn't you put it together for her, bro? Stop.
No, because it's not my build. It's her build.
Oh, so you're gonna make her build it too?
She wants to build it. It's the whole purpose of buying them up.
Nah, she like that. You like, yeah, I bought all the parts, put this shit together.
She didn't buy all the parts.
Well, you still should have put it together for her.
She got a fat ass GPU in there. I'm gonna go steal and put in something else in a minute.
Wow, that's disrespectful, bro.
Hey man, hey, she get that old ass 3060 sitting over there in the corner. But
as you know, between you and me, nobody else is watching. I'd probably do the same thing. I ain't lying. Like she ain't gonna know the difference here. I'm gonna give her this one. Boom. You're like, this plays really awesome. I'm like, yeah, babe, it's awesome.
Why is it so slow? I don't know.
Nah, that I want you to really focus on the game. You're good. This is awesome.
No. The question is why can't I play none? You got all the 4K joints in your room. Why can't I play none of the 4K stuff?
Like, what? Oh no, because those are games you ain't gonna even like. So you know, that's why. Man, baby.
Don't worry about it.
No, you good. You're good. Play that on ultra low.
You absolutely stupid.
Nah, because you want to make get good frame rates and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know. Hey man, it's supposed to play at 60 frames.
Yeah, no, good. Good.
Don't mind mine when they say 900. Don't worry about that.
So, bro, what you got anything to add to it? Because that pretty much was the show. Maybe boy.
Man, I'm good, man. I had a great time, man. Always, man. I'm glad I was able to get on, man, and have fun with my boy, like always. I do apologize. I will say this. I do apologize to everybody for me having to step away. I know that, and I didn't mean to do that to you, homeboy. I'm just working right now.
Hey, man. I told you something. Two things. The rules with me is two things: family and money. Those two things. Never let those get involved. I always will side with those two things.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I appreciate you, bro. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. We love you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Come see us this Saturday. They're at War Games for the Mortal Kombat tournament, getting $50 up in that bitch. $50 free dollars. Yeah. You can go watch some videos and do some, learn the fatality. At least if you get a fatality, you get your money's worth. Boom. But MGK, you know what you got to do to let us out.
Hey, man. Yo, what's up? It's MGK, UAG. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with us. We love you for it. Real talk, real spit, man. We don't never kick no elbows with it. So we're just glad that you're here. Thank you for coming and joining us, man. You're always part of the family, man. We love you. Peace out. We'll see you next time. Salute.
Peace.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-woo! Ronnie, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico? I'd say happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump day!
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 50